everyone, it is Evan here from the Trade Risk on Tuesday, September 7th. We are back from a long weekend. I am back from a week of traveling and away from the screens. No videos got posted last week, so figured I would fire up just a off-the-cuff sort of video to give us a little bit of market insights. I was thinking, of doing some of these shorter videos where we just kind of look at a specific slice of the market, if you will. And so in this video, we're going to be looking at the strongest stocks in the Nasdaq 100. And the idea here is just to get a mini pulse check on the market, get some market context, understand what's moving, and potentially find some trading ideas. So let's dive right in. I've got this grid open, which I've shown before, and we're looking at the strongest stocks in the Nasdaq 100. The way I'm determining strongest is just looking back over a month, which I feel like is a pretty tactical, active time slice. So we're going to look back over the past month of trading and pick out the strongest stocks in the Nasdaq 100. Now, the Nasdaq 100 is the strongest index over the last month. So if you look at my mouse up here on the top screen, so you can see the Nasdaq's up almost 4% over the past month, which is in first place relative to the SPY, IWM, and Dow. So let's now drop to the bottom screen here, this bottom watch list. You can see I have the Nasdaq 100 component stocks, and I'm sorting on the 21-day return. So the number one strongest stock in the Nasdaq 100 over the past 21 trading days is Trip.com, TCOM. Now, let's frame this out a bit here. Let's look at the weekly chart. You can see that this is not a stock that has been a real leader in the market over the past years. This has been a stock that has been trading mostly sideways and extremely choppy. This is not in a big uptrend. But if we look at the daily chart, we look at, again, the past month of trading, you can see this has had some pretty good volume and a pretty good thrust off of the lows here around 24 and change. So we're up around 32, and this has clearly got some strong momentum behind it. So TCOM is the ticker symbol. This is the number one strongest stock in the Nasdaq 100 over the past month, and we've got some momentum behind it. So that is your number one candidate. Let's go to number two, PDD. This is, I don't know how to actually pronounce it. I don't know if it's Pinduoduo. This is a Chinese company that is in the e-commerce, mobile space, shopping. That's about as the extent that I know what this company does, but that's kind of where it is in. And this is a stock, this is a sector space, really. Chinese stocks, if we look at FXI, this has been crushed. Look at KWeb. This has been crushed here recently. And so when we look at some of these companies that have been sort of obliterated here over the past 6 months, and in this case, PDD was down, 63% from its highs. We are getting an aggressive rebound and oversold snapback, if you will, over the past month of trading. So if you are in the realm that Chinese stocks are due for some type of rotation, or the bottom is in, or we've washed out, then maybe this is a stock you could pay attention to. So this is your number two strongest stock. It's up 23% over the past month. Let's look at the number three spot here is JD. So this is JD.com. Again, this is going to be another Chinese retailer. And once again, you can see just the strong thrust off of the lows after about 6 months worth of pain. And again, same thesis here, good momentum, good MACD, good volume coming off of these lows. If you're a believer in that Chinese rotation, then maybe that's something to take a look at. Let's look at the number four spot. This is a sort of staple name here for tech, is Netflix. And Netflix really hasn't gone anywhere over the past 8 months, 9 months, almost 12 months, in fact, over a year, really. If you go all the way back to July of 2020 is when it topped out around 573, and it's been consolidating sideways until just recently. And this is where this type of video, I think, is can shed some light on potential trade ideas is we've got Netflix now on the 4th spot, strongest Nasdaq 100, but look at the volume, look at the steady increase here, and look at the breakout out of this range. And let's even go to a monthly chart. Take a look at this. This is Netflix consolidating underneath highs for over a year, and we are in the process right now of breaking out and making new all-time highs after a year-long base. This is definitely something to pay attention to, especially if you're behind the fundamentals of this growth story here for Netflix. You've got the technical breakout going on right now, and it is leading in the Nasdaq 100. We're going to go through a couple more of these and then call it quits. Go to the next stock here is Workday, WDAY. So this one here is kind of a similar story to Netflix. This hasn't been going anywhere in quite a long time, but now take a look at it over the past month. We've got volume, we've got this price acceleration higher, we've got momentum peaking back up, and we're almost back to new all-time highs. So WDAY, very similar here, trying to let loose out of a long-term consolidation. Number, what are we on? 7, 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th strongest stock in the Nasdaq 100 over the past month is SNPS. So this one here, let's go to a daily chart. Take a look at this. This has been sort of flying higher here. It's been marching to new all-time highs. Those highs started back here over 300 with this gap up on August 19th. And again, you can see this stock's up 15% over the past month. It is pretty overbought. It's extended, I think, by lots of metrics. So it's kind of a chase mode here. But certainly if you're involved in this name, then this is something you've been enjoying. And this is certainly something that's been helping kind of push or lead the Nasdaq 100 higher. So SNPS, there you have it there. We'll look at two more here. Team, take a look at this one here. Big gap up that started this momentum move was back on the last day of July, July 30th. And again, you can see Team has been, just essentially marching higher here, trading at all-time highs and really putting in a fantastic year. If we look at the year-to-date performance here for Team, it's up 63%. So again, good growth, good technicals, leading the market higher. And we'll finish with our old friend here, eBay. eBay here is up 14% over the past month. Again, you can see a stock in a long-term uptrend pushing the market higher. This has been a choppier uptrend, but it's certainly, continuing to lead this market up, and it is trading just off of all-time highs. So that's a quick little market insight video, a little bit of a new format. Apologies for the sirens in the background right now, but hopefully, this is a interesting format, something that I might start doing a little bit more of, just kind of touch points on different areas of the market, looking at strongest, weakest sectors and individual stocks, and just trying to get a pulse on the market and maybe uncover some trade ideas along the way. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think below. And hopefully you guys and gals are doing great out there. We'll be back on track tomorrow with some more trade ideas. Got our long-term market weekly video on Friday. And the next week, we've got Smarter Trading Podcast kicking back into season 2. So excited for all the fresh stuff coming up. So more coming soon. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video update.